Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bella with Bella and the Phoenix. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're new, welcome. And big news, you guys, I'm finally back to the channel. I was studying all last week because I was taking the insurance exam and I passed this morning. And I can't tell you how happy I am. I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna fail. It's so funny how hard we are on each other, you know? And the exam was hard. It was like 150 questions. I took it like at 7:45, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's not my usual up time. And it was rough, but I passed it. I got an 82, so I was happy because I was like, hey, that's the year I was born. But anyways, I'm being called today to do, and so basically I'm back now, okay? But today's reading, I'm being called to share a story with you guys because I love talking to you guys, you know, sharing my story, what I got going on, because I feel like it's relevant to the message. And I feel it in my heart to share with you about what I'm going through, because that's why I came up with this idea for this reading. So you know how we are in this journey and people always say, stay high vibe, you need to believe, right? And it's so difficult to do that, especially when you don't see any signs in the physical world that this person feels the way that you do, right? And so because of what's happened to me, I'm here to tell you the physical signs are gonna come. Okay? And they might come like 3 years later, okay, like me. But sometimes they come sooner than 3 years. But all that to say, it's like they're gonna come. And the reason why I feel called to do this reading is because I feel like we need to tap into what are some ways that we can dive into this energy so that we can stay high vibe, so that we can believe, right? And I'll share with you guys what happened. Like for me, you know, when people say reconciling with your person, that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are getting back together, right? Especially when you go through a tower moment with them, because that's usually how it happens in connections like this one. And for my connection with my person, we always crash like a tower anytime we come together, but it's not like we're coming together to be together, but it's to do some kind of healing, you know what I mean? And we actually had an interaction around his birthday this year, and it was in September, and yeah, he's a Virgo. And what's funny is that I had no intention at all to reach out to him. You know what I mean? Like I had my mind made up. Like, no, I'm good. You know, like I'm cool. I'm focused on me, blah, 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 right? And so Spirit kept telling me, no, call him, you know, or like reach out to him. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like I'm good. Like I'm happy. I'm good. Like I don't need to reach out to him. But Spirit kept bugging me, and Spirit kept saying, you need to do the right thing. You need to just tell him happy birthday. And I pulled a card, okay, because, you know, I'm a tarot reader, so I was like, well, hey, what do the angels want to say? Because is this just all in my head, or is this really my intuition, my gut telling me, my spirit guides, that, yes, they want you to reach out to him? And I was like, why are y'all being so hell-bent? But anyways, so I obliged, and I pull a card, and it's funny because I use the Angel Answers Oracle deck, which is this one right here. And this one gives you no, yes, blah, 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 right? And the two cards that popped out was yes with an exclamation point and take action. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was so mad. I was like, why? I don't want to. And Spirit was like, just do it. And I was like, all right, fine. Like, I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to go ahead and freaking reach out to him. I had no expectations. You know what I'm saying? I did oblige to Spirit, but I had no expectations. I was like, I don't expect anything to happen, you know, like I don't even expect him to reply or anything, you know? Like, I was just like genuinely wishing him a happy birthday. And I feel like the reason why I didn't want to also reach out to him is because my ego was being egoic and being like, hell no, we're not reaching out to him, screw him, blah blah, you know, whatever the situation that you guys might relate, right? It's not that I'm saying screw him, but you know what I'm saying, like, it's just that ego way of thinking, like, I ain't doing that for what, you know? And so look at this, the situation will improve. That popped out. Look at that. See, take action. So Spirit is confirming that this is something that I had to do because Spirit knew why Spirit was doing this. And then I asked, okay, well, how is he going to feel if I reach out? Because I feel weird about reaching out to him. It says improving health. If I reach out to him, how is he going to react? Like, is that going to be a good thing or what? And Spirit said the forgiveness card came out. And it confused me a little bit because I was like, oh, so I guess he'll think that I forgave him, which I do. I'm like, I'm not holding any resentments towards him, you know? Even now, like, I'm cool. But maybe also after everything that happened, he's going to have to feel like I need to ask her for forgiveness. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get into the details of what happened or like, what did he say or whatever. All you guys need to know is that we interacted. It was like a tower, okay? Because I honestly didn't expect a reply, and I actually got one. And to me, that is progress, okay? Because he could have easily ignored it, but he responded. And so, and the way that he responded, I was confused because I was like, wait a minute, does he not feel the same? Like, am I crazy? You know, like that's the lie, right? The lie that the devil tries to play to you guys. That it's like you start wondering, am I the only one that feels this way? Am I the stupid one? You know what I'm saying? But that's the devil getting in your head, you know what I mean? To try to make you think that this person does not feel the same, but they do. You know? And so I'm not gonna lie, I cried that day. I cried several times after that interaction that I had with him. But it was because it needed to, like I said, the tower creates healing, right? After the tower comes a star. And so that's what it created for us. I know it created it for him too. Because he probably didn't even know why he was being like that towards me. And part of me wonders, was he being influenced by somebody? I mean, I just don't have the answer yet, and I don't know if I'll get the answer. I'm okay with it. But all that to say, I'm not trying to go into a tangent, guys. I'm getting to my point. Is that I saw the silver lining after everything that happened. I mean, I was very devastated when that tower hit because it felt like those feelings came up again from when I found out he got married, when I ran into him at my apartments, all those feelings started coming back, like the pain. And I was just like thinking, I don't know how much more pain of this I can take. You know what I mean? Like, you get to that point as a divine feminine where you're like, oh my God, I don't know how much pain I can take. Because when those towers hit, you're just like, why? I don't understand why we're still here, right? And I don't get it. But now that time has gone on and I've had time to heal, because I allowed myself to feel my emotions. I cried like a baby that day. And I was able to pick myself back up and realize that the divine had a reason for why everything happened as it did. And I didn't want to follow the orders because Spirit said take action. And I was like, no. I was like, why? But I still obeyed, you know. And that's the thing. I felt a little betrayed by Spirit because I was like, y'all set me up. Y'all like told me to reach out to him. And look what happened. Y'all set me up. What's up with that, you know? But I knew that Spirit was like, we have a plan. I mean, for all I know, that could have been also his wish that I reach out to him on his birthday, and I did, you know, unbeknownst to me. I was like, I didn't even know I was going to reach out to him that day until the hour that I did. But all that to say, I just feel like I had to reach out and do what I needed to do because that's what I felt in my heart. My ego was like, no, hell no. My heart was like, yes, go ahead and wish him happy birthday. There's no harm. You know, you don't have any expectations. You generally wish the man a happy birthday. And so that for me created a tower where I feel like this was the last tower that I had to experience that pain once more. That pain that came culminating from the other two towers. And this third tower was like the last tower for me because this is when I really healed. This is when I finally detached from him and I started becoming secure in myself and finally surrendering. Like, you know what? I don't care what happens anymore because I have me. I finally found my own love and I don't need that person anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you get to that point where you don't need that person in the physical to feel the love that you feel with, you know, between you guys, which is your self-love, right? And so when I finally got to that place where I realized I don't need anybody or anything, that's when I became that phoenix, you know? I rose from the ashes, I detached completely, and I felt it energetically because I felt like I was freed, like a freaking bird. I felt like I could fly, I could do anything. And it was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. And I still feel that to this day. And I kept being high vibe and believing in spirit that this whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And last week, which has been a week after the eclipse happened, right? This eclipse is so powerful, you guys, that it's going to reveal the next 6 months a lot of things to you guys. And within a week, I found out something about him in the physical world. And that's what I want you guys to also pay attention to, is pay attention to your person's actions, what they do, not what they say, but what they do, because their actions are going to tell you where they're at, right? And so for me, I felt like he still needs his space, right, to heal, whatever. You know, we'll come back together, and that's why the forgiveness card came out for us. I feel like when I pulled it was because the angels are helping us to forgive each other. No matter what we've done to each other, we're going to get to a place after the tower where we can forgive each other. So maybe if some of you are watching this and you don't feel like you want to forgive your person, this is your message from spirit that you need to forgive your person. You know, because if we want to be forgiven, right, because we're human, we make mistakes. Why would we hold back forgiveness from our person who is us, essentially, right? Because they're you. Your twin is you and you are them. And so I feel like that tower is what was needed in order for both of us to go through whatever healing. And last week, I'm not going to say what hint it was because he might even be watching this. But I'm not going to say what hint it was that I got from him. But just know, you guys, that I found a hint that it made me smile. It made me feel like, oh, so he may say these things, right? Like he doesn't want to be, you know, in this connection right now. Because that's all it is. When they say no, it just means no for right now. It doesn't mean forever. But also, just know that this person that you're involved with is coming from a place where they're not going to just do what you want them to do. You know what I mean? This is a connection that defies every expectation, right? Because normally in a regular connection with somebody that's not your twin, you would expect somebody to be like, oh, thank you for, you know, birthday wishes or whatever, right? And when that doesn't happen, you become confused because you have expectations of what should happen, what society teaches us that this person should behave or act. And when they don't follow that, you know, that code of what we're used to, it throws us in a loop, and we're like questioning our connection with that person. Well, are we not twin flames? Am I crazy? But you will get a sign. You will get several signs from spirit, right? And that's what I'm telling you. Like, I got a sign in the physical world that he does want, this connection. I mean, he's not directly saying it, but in his actions, he's showing me that he wants to see what I'm doing. That he, you know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful to me, because it's almost like spirit is not going to make you look stupid, even if, you ask for guidance and you get this weird answer, like your intuition is telling you to do something. Don't question it, right? Because it's your intuition. And just know and have hope that spirit's not going to make you look stupid. Your spirit's going to do things to move things in your favor, so that everything's going to come to fruition exactly as it needs to, right? And so all that to say, I can't believe I've been rambling this long, but this is part of the reading, you guys. I just want you guys to realize that spirit is going to give you signs in the physical. Maybe you won't see it immediately, because it took time for me to see actual physical signs, right? But this latest one was like a page of pentacles kind of energy, and that card might come out in this reading, where your person's going to, in the physical world, indirectly show you, like, I do want you, but I'm not ready, So anyways, so for this reading today, you guys, we're just going to dive into what are some ways that we can stay high vibe so that we can believe, right? Normally I like to do, check in on the divine masculine. We might go ahead and check on how he's feeling towards you, but that's what we're going to start off with immediately, is ask spirit, like, what are some ways that we can stay high vibe so that we can get those signs when they're supposed to come in, right? That way you get that confirmation that in the physical world that this person does love you and they want to come towards you, but they don't have the right words, So, yeah. So let's find out. I just want one card, please, Spirit. Hope you guys are doing well. And please give my video a thumbs up. That always helps my channel. This is so crazy. I can't believe Thanksgiving is this week. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to spend it alone, but that's okay. And they don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in Mexico, so that's kind of depressing. But it is what it is. Okay, so we have Deep Dark Sea Mermaid. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. Exactly, and this is exactly what I've been talking about. It's like when you go through the tower moment, right? And you are trying to see the silver lining in the situation, and it's in the darkness. And it's funny because this is the number 16 for the tower, okay? I mean, hello, that's confirmation. Is that Spirit wants you to realize that sometimes when you're in the deep, dark tunnel, in the darkness, you may not see that light. But even the sea has creatures that have light in them. I mean, they do it to attract their prey. But but I'm just saying, like, this is how you find those nuggets of those gems of information that will help you realize, oh, I'm not going to be stuck in this darkness forever. I'm eventually going to come back up, Yeah, it is all right to be alone. Oh my gosh. And I just finished saying about being alone for Thanksgiving. So maybe some of you are also being alone for Thanksgiving. That's very interesting. But I'm just getting here with this card. It's like, follow your intuition, you know what I mean? Because we have the full moon there behind her. The 18 is for the moon. So it's like, even though things might seem dark or nothing is happening, just trust and have faith that it's okay to be alone right now, because you're in your intuition that what's coming to you is coming to you, because you're the divine feminine. You're going to attract it. Your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. Interesting. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes you may not see the silver lining, but Something is going to resurface to make you feel happy again. You know what I mean? Look at this. Orca magic. The Akashic library is open. Exactly. So it's almost like Spirit is saying here that you're going to get some kind of information through the Akashic records. Maybe do some meditation so that you can tap into what is this lesson that I'm supposed to learn, so that I can believe and trust that everything is going to happen exactly as it should, you know? Let's just see what else. We're going to pull some more Oracle before we pull the Tarot, but what else do we need to know, Spirit? What is this deep, dark sea mermaid about? Yeah, see? Broken heart. When you're in your heart, in the darkness of the heart being deeply broken, that's when the light comes in, right? And it's almost like Spirit is saying, don't think that just because you're going through this, that it wasn't for nothing. There's a purpose why you're going through this pain, right? Like for me, in my situation, I had to go through several towers with my person to finally detach and not feel like I need that person, that I'm okay to be alone, right? I don't need a wolf pack because I am the one. Look at this, the one. You're a valuable jewel, right? You're the prize. I love that. It's like you finally find your own self-worth, you know? What else? Yeah. It's like you finally get to learn yourself, learn about yourself on a deeper level. What makes you come alive. Your intimacy, your intuition. Yeah, look at that. We have children here. We have the inner child here. So yeah, I feel like that's how, when you tap into your emotions, to the illusions, to imagining what things could be, that's when you can really tap into that high vibe energy too, of being more playful, being more imaginative, right? This is like Seven of Cups energy. What else? Let me just pull. Yeah, see, unrequited. So because this came out with the childhood card, I feel like Spirit is saying you need to dive deep into what affected you in your childhood, where you didn't feel like somebody was giving to you when you needed them, you know? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the title card and finance. So this could have been, you know, something that you wanted from somebody, at somebody's attention, somebody's time, but you didn't get it. And this is a lesson that you had to learn. Anytime I have the title card, it's like something's official, or it could be a karmic energy. So you could have had a karmic contract with somebody. It could be a parent, a friend, somebody that you didn't get the same in return. And so when you go through these dark times, it teaches you to go back to those lessons from before, right? Because it reminds you of those feelings that you had. Why is Orca Magic here? The Akashic library is open. Oh. New love. You guys, look at this. Illusions, okay? So yeah, I feel like when you tap into the Akashic records, you're going to be able to see past the illusions. You're going to be able to see something that you didn't see before about your person, and it helps you step into that new love energy, right? Because these hearts are the same, like the same kind of energy, but this one's like a little messed up, right? And so this is also reminding me of the masculine, like them being the ones that, no, I want to stay in my cave, you know, I don't want to come out, and it breaks your heart because you're like, why don't you want to come out and play? You know, see, carnival, like, don't you want to come out and play and have fun? Maybe you guys were friends from childhood. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah, community. So I feel like with community, you're going to be able to learn from other people who went through really dark times, right? They're going to give you that gift of, this is what I went through, like exactly how I'm showing sharing with you guys that I went through this situation, but you're going to get your communication, your silver lining in due time exactly when you need it, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, learn how to be more intimate with yourself, tap into your intuition, trust the divine, right? Why is intimacy here? Yeah. Tap into your foundation, what makes you feel safe, right? And that's being alone and like being in that hermit mode. Bottom of the deck we have adjudication. So it's almost like you have to make a judgment call to finally take some time to yourself. This reminds me of the hermit's energy, you know? And 20 is for judgment. So yeah, this is like where you had to go back to a time when you felt that you didn't feel safe. And this has to do also with childhood wounds. Why is unrequited love here? Or unrequited, yeah, message of concern. So you might be concerned about things that come up to the surface because you're it's almost like you're wondering, why haven't I gotten over this, you know? Yeah, from something in your childhood, you didn't get somebody's time when you were a kid, or like you had to grow up really fast and take care of your siblings or whatever the situation is. And so now you're like concerned as to why is history repeating itself, you know what I mean? And Spirit wants you to learn that it's repeating itself because you haven't healed it. And this is why I feel like I keep getting those towers with my person, because I don't know about him, but I feel like I wasn't learning, you know, how to detach, you know what I mean? And it wasn't until I got that recent tower that I was like, oh, I get it now. This is what I needed to do to completely detach, to not have any more expectation, to not have any more outcome, you know, projection of what I hope the outcome would be. You know what I mean? Like, I would be okay no matter what this person says or do, right? And I wasn't there yet. But now I'm good. Now I feel a little stronger, you know? But it took that tower to get me there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Spirit wants you guys to learn these lessons when you're going through the tower, because otherwise history is going to keep repeating itself. Why is new love here? Oh my God. See, you're going to get a gift from the universe. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's saying orchid magic, right? Because this reminds me of like the whales, you know, they're very intuitive animals, right? And they're very family oriented. They communicate to each other, you know, like they stay together, united. Yeah, and so I feel like before you know it, you're going to get a gift from the universe that will tell you this hidden knowledge, right? That's what the Akashic Records is hidden knowledge, that this person is going to come in and give you this love. Yeah, see, this person's going to mature and they're going to give you this love because they've been in despair. That's what you don't see. Because you see, this person is hiding. This guy right here is hiding behind the mature man. He's acting like he's mature, that he's good, that he's wise, that he doesn't need you. But he wants to give to you. That's what you don't see. This is why it's at the bottom of the deck, because you don't see that this person wants to give to you. 17 is for the star. Yeah, see? They're on their journey back to you. Yeah, it's like, you know, your person's coming in, you're expecting them, but Spirit wants you to work on not to expect anything. Because if you expect something, you're going to end up being disappointed. Okay? Wow. So let's pull some tarot before we ask, how is your person feeling towards you? So Spirit, tell us about this broken heart. Page of Wands, see? This person said something to you that was very mature, broke your heart, right? And I feel like in order for us to snap out of it, Spirit wants us to become like a student, you know what I mean? Talk to your community, right? To people that have been through this journey like I have, and I'm sharing with you what I went through when I was in this deep sea darkness, you know? So yeah, and it's funny because this card, she's facing away from the deep sea mermaid. So she's not focusing anymore on the darkness. She's focusing more on being alone. That's all right to be alone, right? That's how you find out what your fears are and how to work through them. Yeah, see? Wow, with the tower underneath the Four of Wands, that's how you find out this foundation that you have built for yourself was not on solid ground and it needed to come down, you know? And it has to do with how you talk to yourself even, you know? Okay, look at the Three of Wands and the Strength card. So yeah, it's like you have to become strong. I feel like that's what Spirit wants you guys to know, is that when you're taking this time to yourself, it's going to help you be strong, right? And that's when your ships are going to come in. But it takes time for you to embrace that time alone. Yeah. Before you can go towards a new beginning, you have the King of Cups here and the Fool. Okay. Tell me about this childhood resurfacing with unrequited. The Four of Cups, exactly. Something must have happened in the past here where you were jaded, that somebody wasn't taking a chance with you and they missed out on you, right? This is something from the past, right? Childhood wounds, and then we have Six of Cups. I mean, that's confirmation. So yeah, I feel like Spirit just wants you to stop being jaded about the past and really look at your childhood. Like, where did this unrequited feeling come from? It has to do with your family. You know, that gave you that illusion that you had to be cold and disconnected emotionally from people. And so that's what Spirit wants you guys to take away from this message, is to find your strength, you know, work with other people who've been through this journey that are a little bit far along, so that you can finally get to a place where you're not shutting people out because of being hurt, so that you can be able to move out of that Four of Cups energy and the Five of Cups energy to the Six of Cups, right? That's what's missing here. So a lot of times with the Five of Cups, is somebody that's sitting in regret, right? And that comes after the Four of Cups, because this person doesn't see how they're leading themselves to that Five of Cups where they're in regret, right? And so that's what needs to happen. To get from the Four to the Six, you have to realize that you were shutting people out because of what happened to you in the past. And that could also be your person, that they are doing the same thing, where that's what they normally do, is their go-to is to push people away because they are disappointed in themselves. They don't feel like they're good enough. And I'm being called right now to share too about a dream that I had, where one of my family members, you know, in my dream I was trying to give them a gift, or my sister was trying to give my family member a gift, and this family member didn't want to give or receive that gift. You know what I mean? And I was asking them why. And Spirit told me that the reason why they weren't accepting it is because they don't feel worthy. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of times the reason why we get stuck in that poverty mindset, we saw that earlier, is that we're concerned, if we accept this gift, are they going to take it away? You know what I mean? So something in your past traumatized you guys, not all of you, but for some of you, to where you felt like if you accept a gift from somebody, now you feel obligated to either do something for that person, or you don't feel good enough within yourself to receive love, right? And that has to change, you know, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in that jaded energy and nobody can give to you, right? Nobody can give you this cup if you have your hands crossed and you just say, on the shirt it says over it. You know, you're just always going to be expecting the worst out of people. And that's going to keep you in that loop of being concerned, where you don't trust people. You know, like, do they have a hidden agenda? Why is Orchid Magic here with me, love and marriage? Look at that. Oh my God. feel like, especially with the Akashic records, Spirit wants you guys to dive into your Akashic records, because you guys could have had a past life where you were married, okay? And Spirit wants to give you clarity about your connection when you dive deep into the Akashic records. And they're saying the libraries are open. The knowledge is within you for you to tap in. And that's going to help you be able to cross that bridge and meet with your person. And then y'all can get to this 3 energy and end the separation and the back and forth and actually communicate with the Page of Cups. I almost said Page of Swords. But yeah, that's what it is. So let's find out, how's your person feeling towards you? Ooh, wow. King of Swords at the bottom. This popped out as a 2 of Swords with the Magician at the bottom. So I feel like your person is trying to trust their intuition before they take action, okay? So I feel like some of you need to be patient with them, because they're getting ready to sit down and really start listening to their gut. Like, do I want to do this or not? Yeah, see? They're about to get on that chariot. But they don't want to look at the options yet, you know what I mean? They're still blinded to something here within their emotions. Yeah, some conflict here with the 5 of Wands, the Death card, the 4 of Wands. So for some of you, your person could have just recently ended a connection. Doesn't have to be, but you know, it's going to take some time for them to reflect on what went wrong in that situation so that they don't end up making the same mistakes, okay? But with the Chariot and the Magician here, that's confirming to me that this person is going to take action towards you, okay? Let's get one more. Nine of Swords. Look at that. The 4 of Cups came out just like it did here earlier. This person has anxiety about history repeating itself. See? Wow. Wow. The Empress and the Sun and the 6 of Pentacles. This person is afraid that you're going to see that they're not ready and that you're not going to take their offer. Yeah, see? 8 of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups. It's like this person is confused and they're stuck in this illusion that you're just going to ignore them and not move to that 6 of Cups energy. So instead of working towards 6 of Cups, they're stuck in this energy of guilt and regret, you know, almost like, why would this person give me a chance when I botched it, you know what I mean? So I'm feeling like Spirit wants you to take away from this, guys, that your person is starting to tap into their intuition, you know, because we have a lot of cups here with the 7 of Cups showing up earlier, the 5 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune right underneath. Okay, so the wheel is going to teach them this lesson, that they need to go ahead and heal that old energy of feeling like they're not good enough when they are, so that they can feel like they're good enough to give, right? Because right now they don't feel good enough to receive. So that's the element here that's missing. So let's get some final messages, what Spirit wants you to take away from this message, how to stay high vibe. Yeah, see? Spirit wants you to resurrect yourself. And that's exactly what I feel the Tower represents, because with the towers, usually people that fall out of a tower and they die, right? And then they're resurrected again to either repeat the same lesson that they didn't learn the first time, and now they're learning it with this tower when they finally come back, when they finally heal, right? They finally come back and surrender and they awaken. This is like an epiphany. So I feel like this whole message Spirit has been honing this in with you guys is to be in touch with your community, right? Because you can't do this alone, guys. You need people to help you. Learn the ways that you can focus on self-love so that you can come out of that strength energy and feeling good on your own, and tap into your childhood wounds, right? Even though it's uncomfortable. That's why a lot of people don't like to heal, because healing a lot of the times hurts more than the original wound, right? And so that's why you have to keep that in mind, that's why a lot of people avoid healing, because it's more painful than the original wound. And so Spirit wants you to tap in to the Akashic records and look at this. A beautiful little worm, take care of yourself. And the worm reminds me of grounding, right? Ground yourself and not be stuck in illusions, right? Because the devil will show you illusions all day long, like it did with me. It showed me this illusion that I thought, wait, are we not twin flames? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so easy for him to fool us, but you will get confirmation through dreams, situations that will happen that you're like, oh, wow, no, we definitely are twins. Yeah, see? Look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. That's your person. So the thing here to take away from this reading, guys, is to surrender. Surrender to the rebirth that you have to go through. The phoenix rising from the ashes, you know? Because once you get there, nobody can pull you down. You know what I mean? Not even your person. Even if they try, even if they're in a low vibe energy, that's the thing to also keep in mind. If they're not in a good space, they're going to try to pull you down. And you got to remember who the hell you are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to believe the lie, right? Because I know how this person feels. Like, I know you love me. Quit acting like you don't love me. Wow. It's almost like a game of chess is what I'm getting, you know? That was coming through earlier before I did this reading. Spirit was saying the masculines, a lot of times, they try to play a game of chess with you to see if you're gonna, you know, give up, or if you're gonna, like, become the queen. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be the last person standing, you know, the last woman standing. Maybe that's what I'll call this reading, the last woman standing. I don't know. But yeah, you guys see, this is about healing. Oh my gosh. Yes, with the Empress. Your wishes are going to come true, collective. You just have to believe. You know what I mean? Keep hope alive, right? And you're going to attract this love. I got chills, you guys, so that's confirmation. You're going to attract this love. But you have to become love yourself. You have to be that Venus goddess, right? Have so much love within you that people are going to be coming to you for love. Like, new friendships, opportunities coming left and right, you know? Like, tap in, because it's there. It's in the Akashic records. The Akashic records are going to help you, remind you who the hell you are. You know what I mean? Wow. Let's get one last message here. See, breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay, we're coming up on Sagittarius season here this week, and this is a tough season. I'm not gonna lie, especially because I'm a Scorpio. But yeah, I feel like you just have to breathe through it, right? That's what's gonna help you stay centered and focus on the positive. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what I've been trying to get to. Focus on the positive, you guys. New moon in Sagittarius is coming up this week. Wow. So that's confirmation. You need to focus on the positive. Okay. Get some angel answers since I already pulled this card out. What do we need to know, Spirit? Don't stop, right? Don't stop believing. I just heard that from Spirit. Get more information. That's why the Page of Wands came out. Communicate clearly, okay? And look for a sign. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh, you guys. This confirms everything that I've been talking about. Spirit is not going to make you look stupid, you guys. Spirit is going to show you the signs that you need to keep going, to keep being high vibe, that this person is going to follow your lead. But you have to be assertive. You can't just be in this woe is me victimhood. You got to get out of that. Tap in. Take action. Exactly. You can't just be sitting like a, like a duck. Just, I don't know what metaphor I can think of, but you just can't be like an idle person or be lukewarm, okay? Because that's not cool. So you have to be assertive, You have the power within you. And Spirit can't work with you if you're in this deep sea mermaid, like, oh my gosh, I don't have my person, woe is me. Then they're definitely not going to come. You know what I mean? But you stay high vibe and you'll start getting signs like I did. Like, oh, my person, he's coming. But you have to remember your sacred purpose. Eternal flame. That's you. Ancestral legacy. Okay? Oh my God. Brilliant beliefs. Luminous life force, personal power, right? You have to remember who you are, that you have this power within you. And it has to do with what you believe, right? Clarity. Planning, release, illusion. You have to release the illusion, you guys, because that's all it is. Time is an illusion. The devil will try to make you believe these lies because the ego lies to us, right? Even ourselves, sometimes we lie to ourselves. But you know the truth. Just tap in. Okay. Let's get one more. Wow. Death and rebirth. Darkness to light. You guys are not going to stay in the dark forever. That's what I'm saying. Things are going to come to light, especially now that we just had this eclipse. Okay, this full moon eclipse was very powerful, and the energy's still going. So things are going to come to light that you're going to be like, I get it now. This is part of your shamanic sacred journey. Purpose, attunement, vision quest. This is another card about purpose. Okay. And yeah, it's like you got to set yourself free. Set yourself free from the expectation, from the emotions, your past life influences, right? Let's get one more. I love this deck. This deck is so beautiful. Look at that. He's going to come in. Divine masculine. Electric active power. Yes. You guys. Oh my gosh. You guys are not going to believe this card. Phoenix rising. Yes. That's exactly what I've been talking about. Sorry if I'm getting loud. But you guys, this is confirming the entire message here. You guys are forgetting who you are. And you are divine. You are beautiful beings that you forgot who you were. And your person is teaching you who you are. So remind yourself and them who you are. And they're going to have no choice but to come towards you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, everybody always has a choice. But it's going to be very alluring to come towards you, and they're going to come with this friendship, support, fun, unity, play. Like, yeah, I want to play now. I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready to play now. I love this. Oh my gosh, what a reading. So yeah, comment below, guys. I'm gonna leave it here, and if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so by clicking on my link below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.